Hi, it's Mark Owen from Moose Marketing and PR, the editor of Punchline magazine. Today I'm joined by Richard Graham, the MP for Gloucester. Richard, thank you for joining us. The Chancellor has just announced £150 billion of spending in this budget. What's the key standout features for you?
Well, there are lots of things, Mark, nationally that I think are important and are going to make a difference to people's lives. There's a huge amount that's very relevant to Punchline viewers and listeners because of the tax cuts and incentives given to business, which is effectively an all-out, come on, we've got to grow this economy back, and business are the key to that. The other thing that is very important for a lot of lower paid constituents is that the so-called taper on universal credit has been improved by 8%. That's going to mean a massive difference to a lot of people's earnings. It's at a cost of £2 billion a year, but it's really important for the quite large numbers of people in Gloucester on universal credit. But nonetheless, you would expect me, I think, to be most interested in the results of two levelling up fund bids. One that I did with Gloucester City Council for our city centre, and one that the Gloucestershire County Council put in with the support of both myself and Alex Chalk in Cheltenham. And these two bids together are worth just under £33 million. That's 20 million going into the city centre, our three huge projects. One, the first ever conversion of a department store into a university teaching campus. That's Debenhams and the Uni of Glos. Second, the creation of The Forge. That's the high-tech, cyber-proofed incubator for tech and cyber companies that Reef are doing as part of the Forum development, the old bus station. And the third bit, of course, is the Fleece, a complete renovation of the old 12th and 15th century hotel into a 4-star 60-bed hotel and some shops around it. So those three huge city centre projects are going to benefit to the tune of £20 million. And then the transport side of it is all about the cycling route to Cheltenham and actually through Gloucester. And then the other key thing is the A38, where we're widening the road at Lantony, on Lantony Road, just outside the Lantony Secunda Priory. That will mean that traffic will flow much better there. People getting home to Hempstead will save time. And of course, it will also improve air pollution as well as reduce traffic. So all of those things combined coming out of the budget and spending review today. So it's been a pretty good day for Gloucester.
I just want to say congratulations for that. I know how hard you worked in the City Council. One thing that struck me was the 4% levy in the future property developers to pay for the mistakes of the cladding. Really, is that a fair way to get this money? Surely they should have gone back to the developers that actually put their cladding on in the first place.
So I think, part of the problem is all about the size of the developers, and this levy is only levied on those who've got, I think, the turnover of something like 25 million. So it's on the big boys who've had a pretty good run. They've been able to record profits in many cases, and some chief execs have, of course, cashed in handsomely on all of this. So I think this is about finding the deepest pockets to try and restore some of the problems. As you know, Mark, so well, there's only one building in Gloucester where there is a slight question mark, which is at Merchants Quay. I'm not sure it's proven yet that there is going to be a problem, but research continues on that one. And I've been saying for a long time to residents there who are interested that actually, this problem will be resolved one way or the other. And we've now got confirmation, absolutely, that it will be. But I suspect that announcement will be of more interest to quite a lot of people in London and the bigger cities.
Obviously, business rates are a big thing here as well. They've been retained for now. There's going to be, they're going to be looked at and reformed. What would you like to see done there?
It's a pretty complex area because we're talking about roughly 25 billion of tax revenue, and the Chancellor, in pretty cash-strapped times, isn't going to want to see that just disappear. But it is about all whether the current system is equitable, whether some of the smaller presences on the high street could have more relief. And I suspect there is a way to navigate through this that will probably generate less cash for the Treasury, be more fair to businesses on the high street. I think he'll be aiming, and in fact he's delivering, getting more out of the internet companies, so that there is a greater sense of fairness of everybody contributing equally, so that our high streets don't end up as the sort of unloved orphans while everybody shops with people who are not paying business rates.
Richard, I know you don't have very much time. I would like to go back to the levy, but do you know what happened to the Forest of Dean bid, please?
I don't, I'm afraid, offhand, no.
Okay,
but you know the man to ring, your namesake Mark Harper.
I certainly will. Well, thank you very much for joining us, sir. I know you're very, very busy today, and all the very best. Catch up with you soon.
Not at all. Thanks, Punchline. I hope it was a good one for businesses around Gloucester. Some of it will take a little bit of, getting the head around. But, when I listen to some of the stuff on the annual investment allowance and particularly the hospitality, pubs, breweries stuff, I think there's a lot in there for a lot of businesses around the country. And although, when people hear about announcements on innovations in space, they don't think of Gloucestershire automatically. But actually, the truth is we do have quite a lot of aerospace manufacturers who are involved in some of those projects. So it's quite widespread good news, I think, overall.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the devil's always in the detail, they always say. I was really pleased with the hospitality, desperately. The Three Valleys will do very well out of it. The wine, Three Counties, sorry, wine would do very well out of it. And of course, all our breweries around the county. I'm sure Gloucester Brewery will be cheering.
I think that's an opportunity to pull and pay for your own pint at Warehouse 4 in the docks at Gloucester Brewery's new venue.
Well, I'm always happy to do that with you sometimes, sir.
Great.
Thanks very much, Richard.
Thanks,
Cheers. Bye.
Bye for now.